Wow, I'm totally shocked. The Atari VCS is not only shipped, but it's arrived at my house. The immortal John Hancock here, and in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and giving a first look at the Atari VCS. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button and click the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week and having a lot of fun. For people not familiar, about 2.5 years ago, there was an Indiegogo campaign in which Atari was making a streaming media device, and it had a limited yet successful campaign. And after 2.5 years, they have shipped to backers. I'm shocked. This is something I didn't believe would ever happen. And in today's video, I'm going to do an unboxing and give a first look at this device. Is it worth it? What do people need to know about it? And who do I recommend this for? So sit back, relax, and let's take a look at this. So here's what I pre-ordered. I got the base unit as well as a modern controller and joystick. Here is the base unit. I got the Onyx. I love the sleek black look. Here are the specs for people interested in that. It's essentially a low-end modern computer, but you know, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can upgrade the hard drive, you can upgrade the RAM. It is customizable. I'm not going to show that in this video. Here's an unboxing of the base unit. Decent packaging inside. It's kind of cool, kind of a nod there to the original Asteroids. Inside, here's the unit itself. Nice packaging. It's got definitely a decent weight to it. It's got 4 3.1 USB ports. You got your basic hookups, Ethernet, HDMI, and power. Pretty sleek looking. I know the design of the case went through several evolutions, so this is what I do believe the final look is going to look like. Here's the power brick. It also comes with an HDMI cable. I'm comparing it here to the original Atari VCS and comparing it to the Atari 2600 Junior, which is pretty close in size. It's a little bit longer. All right, here is the wireless modern controller, Bluetooth. It looks very close to like an Xbox One controller, which is not a bad thing. I really like the feel of an Xbox One controller. It's got the Fuji symbol on the side. Comes with a 10-foot cable to plug into the console, but it is wireless as well. Here it is. Nice feel to it. We'll see how. I don't know if I like the buttons as much, but definitely it definitely feels like an Xbox One controller. Here it is compared to an Xbox Series X controller. Pretty comparable in size. All right, wireless classic joystick. So a lot of people are excited about this. It is cool that they're selling it separately for those that just want the joystick. Here it is, powered on. It's got kind of a cool light sequence there when it moves around with your direction that you press. It's also a built-in paddle controller. That's kind of cool. And then when you press the fire button, the base lights up. So there it is. There's compared to the original Atari joystick. Shorter joystick itself. I don't know what I think about that. I definitely need more time with this. 10-foot cable comes with it as well. Decent length. Here is the setup for updating it. It has 2 updates. One regular update, as well as the BIOS needs to be updated. Just let it do its thing. Do not power it off. And it was pretty seamless. And so I saw this, I was like, oh no, I had like flashbacks to my other Indiegogo project that I backed, but nope, no problems. It just kind of did its thing. Next, you hook up the controllers. It's pretty easy, kind of explains that process, and then you are creating an account. wasn't too bad. You also have to make a PIN to log in. You can bypass that. Here's all the legal jargon. Of course you read this, right? Every time, right? Yeah, right. So then you choose an avatar. I kind of went old school. Kind of neat they give some original artwork as options for your avatar. I wish you had more options. And then you go right into the games section, and there is the Atari VCS Vault. This is also available on Steam, very cheap. And so here it is. I mean, of course, they're going to include this. Lots of arcade and 2600 games. My preference on this are the arcade games. I know that some people are really going to enjoy going back and playing those 2600 games as well. So kind of neat to see Black Widow on here. Kind of a forgotten arcade classic Atari did. Here's the arcade version of Asteroids. Plays pretty good. Here is the hard drive space, which is kind of small, just a heads up. And here are the current games and apps. As this video was done, there's a little bit over a dozen games available, and here are the apps. And I actually think the apps section is pretty decent. You can do quite a bit with this, as well as go on the internet with Chrome. Here's Missile Command Recharge. Of the 2 games free that are included with the backer edition, this one's pretty decent. It's also on Steam, very cheap. I had a lot of fun playing this, and definitely this is the game I'm going to be going back and playing. Unsung Warriors Prologue is kind of a extended demo, not a full game. It's okay. It definitely doesn't, to me, showcase the power of the Atari VCS, but it is included and it's free, so I can't complain. Had okay time checking it out. Now, the Endstream Arcade is the streaming service that costs $10 a month. You get a 30-day sample of it, and it has thousands of games. This is available to utilize on PC as well. And I actually thought this was a very decent and interesting service. Is it perfect? No, but it's essentially a Netflix retro game service in which you can play thousands of classic video games, arcade and home. It's got an interesting variety of games. This is a decent service, and it worked as advertised. There are good and bad things about this. First and foremost, it's better than what I thought it was going to be, which it's not a total train wreck. It's here, it's real. I thought the build quality was decent. There are some things about it that are annoying. It has a very loud fan. I do not like the loud fan noise. I think if it's in an entertainment center, or if you're not so close to it, you're not going to notice it as much. But with me capturing footage and having it right there, that fan is very loud. I like the modern controller better than I thought. This is something I need more time with. So far, I'm just so on this. But the challenge with this controller is it's going to have limited appeal to the games that are being provided. Now, the Atari Vault style games, and Stream Arcade, kind of the classic games on Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, those types of games, that's going to be great. But for other modern games, it's not going to work. But I like that they are selling the modern controller and joystick separate. Overall, I think this is going to be an appeal to a very specific crowd. This is not an Atari flashback. I kind of consider it more like a modern day Ouya, and I think it's going to have limited appeal to hardcore Atari fans that are looking for something to tinker with. I do think hobbyists are going to make this a better console, and the whole aspect of modding it to make it a PC, I didn't delve into that, but that's going to appeal to a totally different crowd of people. So it definitely is a hybrid. I think that they did deliver on what they promised they said that we're going to do. I think the store is bare bones. I think the store needs to be updated, and this is going to be launching officially in spring, and so it's available in 2 places, GameStop and Walmart. I do believe the Onyx is still available at Walmart, but yes, those are the 2 places that you're going to find this. I don't know the current status of availability to still pre-order it. You may want to check it out, but just be warned that projects like this are going to be supported mainly by hobbyists to get the full potential out of them. But overall, I do think it delivered, at least to the backers, and I do not regret getting it. It's way better than I thought it was going to be, and my expectations were pretty low. I think the biggest complaint I have about it, other than a couple gripes about the fan issues, the limited store options, the biggest issue is that price. That price is really expensive. The base unit is $300, okay? That is a lot of bread. For mainstream gamers, you may want to go with something else. If you like to tinker, though, this might be something, if you're real passionate about Atari, you may want to pursue it. But that's it. Way better than I thought. I wasn't expecting much at all. I think it did deliver to at least the backers, and I didn't have any issues setting it up. It was pretty seamless to set it up. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. Hit that like and subscribe button and click the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. That's it. That's the first look at the Atari VCS. What did you think? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for the ongoing support. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.